Hi students, today we are going to see essential raw materials for photosynthesis and factors affecting photosynthesis. First we'll see essential raw materials for photosynthesis. What are the essential raw materials for photosynthesis? What are they? There are three raw materials. They are carbon dioxide, water and solar energy. First we'll see solar energy. This energy is a light energy that is absorbed by the leaf, and after the absorption of this energy it converts into chemical energy with the help of chlorophyll present in the leaves. We know that chlorophyll is a pigment, green pigment that is present in the leaves, which gives green color to the leaf. And with the help of this chlorophyll, the light energy convert into chemical energy. Second thing is water. Second raw material is water. This water is absorbed by the roots of the plant. Roots absorb water from the soil. This roots has hair, root hair. This root hair, through the root hair, the water absorbed to the root, and then from the root it's supplied to the entire plant. The roots will supply the water to the entire plant. Not only water the roots absorb, minerals also, like nitrogen, phosphorus, iron and magnesium. These are the minerals these roots absorb from the soil, and it's supplied to the plants. Once water reaches to the leaves, then this chemical energy react with water, and water split into hydrogen and oxygen. Now carbon dioxide. The leaves breathe in carbon dioxide through the stomata. Now already the water is split into two, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Now this hydrogen react with carbon dioxide. The chemical reaction takes place and the carbon dioxide convert into glucose. And once carbon dioxide is converted into glucose, the remaining is oxygen. That oxygen the leaves breathe out through the stomata. This process takes place during the daytime, not in the evening when there is sunlight. Only that time this carbon dioxide is used for the photosynthesis, or the photosynthesis takes place during daytime. These are the three raw materials the plants or the leaves use for the photosynthesis. What are they? Let's see once again. Solar energy, water and carbon dioxide. Solar energy converts into chemical energy, and then chemical energy, once it is converted into chemical energy, this chemical energy react with the water, and water split into two, hydrogen and oxygen, and then this hydrogen helps the carbon dioxide to convert into glucose. That is the food for the entire plant. Now we'll see factors affecting photosynthesis. There are four factors which affects photosynthesis. They are light intensity, concentration of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, temperature and availability of water. We'll see in detail one by one. First one is light intensity. The rate of photosynthesis depends on the quantity and quality of light. If there is good sunlight, then the photosynthesis is good. It increases with the increase in light intensity. If the light intensity is good, then photosynthesis rate will increase. In blue and red lights, the rate of maximum, while in green light it is minimum. If the light is blue and red, then the photosynthesis rate is maximum. But if the light is green, then the photosynthesis rate is minimum. In very weak light, no starch grains are formed except by plants which grow in shade. Plants growing under a thick forest canopy are unable to receive sunlight. In very weak light, if there is no much sunlight, then the starch grains are not formed, except there are some plants which grow in shade. Plants growing under a thick forest canopy are unable to receive sunlight. There are some plants which grow in thick forest under the trees. Those plants won't receive sunlight. The intensity of light is low during morning and evening. Morning and evening, the intensity of light is low. Therefore, the amount of carbon dioxide released during the process of respiration is equal to the amount used during photosynthesis. So, when the during daytime, especially morning and evening, the intensity of light is low. So, carbon dioxide released during the process of respiration. Respiration is different, photosynthesis is different. Okay. During photosynthesis, plants need carbon dioxide. During respiration, plants need oxygen. Photosynthesis is preparing food for the plant. That is the process of preparing food for the plant. Respiration is the making use of the food which is already prepared. So these two are two different functions or two different processes. So that's what here it says. Carbon dioxide released during the process of respiration is equal to the amount used during photosynthesis. When the light intensity is low, that is when during morning and evening. Second point is carbon dioxide. The rate of photosynthesis increases with an increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide, provided the quality of light is not a limiting factor. If the carbon dioxide concentration is more or increased concentration of carbon dioxide, then photosynthesis rate will increase. It has been seen that very high concentration of carbon dioxide cause the stomata to close. So too much of carbon dioxide concentration is too much. Carbon dioxide concentration is too much, then stomata get closed. This prevents exchange of gases and consequently the rate of photosynthesis decreases. When the stomata get closed, then carbon dioxide already too much carbon dioxide is there. That is the reason stomata get closed. So then gas exchange won't be possible. In that case, photosynthesis rate will decrease. Now we'll see third point, temperature. The effect of temperature varies with the habitat of plants. The plants of cold climates have the ability to conduct photosynthesis at a much lower temperature than those of warm climates. The plants of cold climates, plants or trees which grow in cold climate, they have the ability to conduct photosynthesis even in the low temperature. Usually, the optimum temperature range for photosynthesis is 10 to 35 degrees Celsius. Up to 30 degrees Celsius, the rate of photosynthesis doubles with each increase of 10 degrees Celsius. So here it says the optimum temperature range for photosynthesis is 10 to 35 degrees Celsius. Up to 30 degrees Celsius, the rate of photosynthesis doubles with each increase of 10 degrees Celsius. Extremely high temperature affect the activity of the enzymes and therefore the rate of photosynthesis to decrease. Extremely high temperature. When the temperature is too high, it affects the activity of the enzymes and therefore the photosynthesis rate decreases. The fourth point, which is last, water. Generally, the rate of photosynthesis decreases under water deficient condition. Why? When the water is less, photosynthesis decrease because this water split into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen helps the carbon dioxide to convert into glucose. That is the reason the rate of photosynthesis decreases under water deficient condition. Only about 1% of the water absorbed by the roots is utilized in photosynthesis, yet water is an important factor. Water is an important factor, but only 1% of the water is absorbed by the roots is utilized for the photosynthesis. Still, water is very important. If water is insufficient, the stomata open very little or remain closed to prevent its further evaporation by transpiration. You know, in the leaves, transpiration takes place through the stomata. So, when the water is insufficient, the stomata will may be a little open or it may close. Why? Because they don't want to lose any more water. That is why, to prevent loss of water, they close. If water is insufficient, the stomata open very little or remain closed. Why? To prevent its further evaporation by transpiration. And because the stomata open very little or remain closed, carbon dioxide cannot enter the leaves and therefore photosynthesis is slows down or stops completely. We know that carbon dioxide is very essential for the photosynthesis, and when the temperature is very high or insufficient water, when already water is less and the temperature is high, then they may lose water. So they don't want to lose the water. To prevent that loss of water, they will open maybe very little. The stomata may open very little. Sometimes it remain closed so that there won't be loss of water. So when the stomata is closed or very little open, then how they will breathe in carbon dioxide? That is also reduces. The rate of breathing in carbon dioxide reduces. Or sometimes if it is closed, the stomata is completely closed, then they cannot breathe in carbon dioxide. Then the photosynthesis may completely stops. In case of not at all breathing in carbon dioxide, then photosynthesis will not take place at all. If the stomata is little open and they may able to breathe in little carbon dioxide, and so that they can have very less photosynthesis. Photosynthesis rate will reduce. Now, due to water deficiency, the protoplasm gets dehydrated, which affects the enzymes involved in photosynthesis, is thus decreasing photosynthesis rate. The climate is hot or the temperature is high and less water, okay, due to water deficiency, means less water, the protoplasm gets dehydrated, which is very important. Protoplasm is very important for the photosynthesis. That protoplasm gets dehydrated, which affects the enzymes involved in photosynthesis. So, photosynthesis rate will reduce or decrease. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to stay tuned.